Hey, in this video, I'll share with you how I paid off my house in just under 3 years on a relatively average income. Everyone, and I mean everyone, could have all of their debts paid off between 3 and 7 years by using this information. See you on the other side. The first month of having no house payment was glorious. The second month, actually, of no house payment was glorious. Who am I kidding? They're all glorious. Before I dive in completely with what the shred method is all about, what I want you to consider first is, what would you do with no mortgage payment? Imagine what life would be like to have the thousands or thousands of dollars that you currently pay in a mortgage payment in your pocket at the end of the month. What would be possible? Vacations, saving for retirement or not, paying cash for college and cars and lavish vacations. To put it bluntly, it is life-changing. There are a few things to clear up before diving in, because I know some people out there in YouTube land will have questions or comments about my story. Number one, I understand the conventional wisdom that it doesn't make sense to pay off your house. Instead, that money should be invested in the stock market. For me, it goes way beyond just not having a mortgage payment, and I'll talk about that later. Number two, my wife and I have average to average high income, but we have below average expenses. So what I mean by that is there is a significant amount of discretionary money on the back end that we use to blast away the debt. And last, certainly not least, my family and I eat at home a lot. Like, it is not uncommon for us to only go out to dinner 2 to 3 times a month as a family. Most families can literally blow their budget and all that discretionary money going out to eat. It's just not something that we do. So if you hear yourself saying, oh, that's not possible for us, just know those are some of the common factors that have helped us eliminate our mortgage in record time. Okay, with those cleared up, here are the steps we took to pay off the house. Step one, we got really clear about what our monthly budget was and how much was coming in and how much was left after we paid our expenses. While most families would consider that discretionary spending money, we called that money debt reduction money. Step two, we got a $10,000 home equity line of credit against our house. Now, this is an essential step to take to blast away your mortgage in record time. We followed everything from the shredmethod.com and used a piece of software called shredmymortgage.com to keep us on track. The Heloc essentially becomes your checking account. Like, literally, you pay every single bill out of the Heloc. When your income comes in every 2 weeks, it gets dropped into that Heloc, bringing the balance down every 2 weeks. As the balance on the Heloc gets paid closer and closer to zero, the software will tell you how much you're going to leverage from that Heloc against your long-term mortgage, thereby paying it down and increasing the amount of equity you have in your home. So in effect, what we're doing is we're creating maximum efficiency with your income by leveraging short-term simple interest debt in the Heloc against long-term compound interest debt, the mortgage. Because your income comes in every 2 weeks, the amount of money that you're both borrowing and paying interest on is relatively small. Therefore, the interest is negligible, especially when you compare it to the amount of principal that you're paying down on your mortgage, and thereby reducing that amount of interest on the mortgage at the same time. Trust me, the course and the software tell you exactly what to do and when. What happens in short order is you both create more equity in your home, and you also increase the amount of that home equity line of credit, giving you more liquidity in case you need it. If you're questioning the validity of this method, I get it. Trust me. It took me a long time to get it, but once I did and saw just how powerful it is, it's absolutely astonishing what's possible. I've nearly paid my house off twice in the last 7 years. You can do this. Now, what you may be looking for are some reasons why, and I encourage you to check out the shredmethod.com to learn some more reasons why this is a good idea for you to consider. A few of those reasons are the tax codes have recently changed. So no longer is it a benefit to carry a really high mortgage. You aren't able to deduct the interest anyway unless you've borrowed $700,000 or $800,000 or more on your home. Secondly, our stock market is due for a correction. So money in the market might be more risky than money that's sitting in the equity in your home. And last, but certainly not least, financial freedom is well within your grasp. All you have to do is challenge the common wisdom that you're applying today. Hey, comment below if you have any questions, and please hit subscribe while you're there so you never miss a video. Who knows, with all this equity we're creating, maybe me and my tribe of life architects will go buy an island resort somewhere and it'll just be days and days of fun and frivolity. Who wouldn't want that?